So, I'm really glad you guys enjoyed the previous video and gave your own opinions about the classic Sonic hate. I read just about all of your comments, and a few of them actually said some things that will actually coincidentally play into our next discussion involving the character classic Sonic yet again.
Perfect.
Alright, so with all of the recent classic Sonic hate, and even the usual modern Sonic hate, true Sonic spirit movements, etc., you have people saying certain eras of Sonic aren't all the same character, such as Adventure Sonic and Modern Sonic being separate characters, since they represent an entity of our own ideals for the series, and even generations of fans in the community. Are classic Sonic and the Genesis era Sonic the same character as some of you were saying? Without classic Sonic, there'd be no Sonic, while others were saying classic Sonic stands for something different than the heyday that Genesis Sonic did. I can see both sides, and I do think classic is sort of standing for something different than when Sonic was new and fresh and had the wind under his wings. One perhaps was focused on building a reputation of quality, trust, and creating a unique path away from rivals in gaming, while the other is a constant reminder of those days as well as being a safe haven for this series as it stands on its crutches again. Sonic is a series that would always move forward and better itself, usually, and stay unpredictable. With classic Sonic, you won't ever get that genuine wonder or that interest to say. Even with Mania, I'm really excited, but I also know that it is a 2D game where you push the right button, jump a few times, grab some rings, and just go through loop-de-loops. So I can't just sit here and lie to you if I were to say that I'm more excited for Mania than I am Project 2017. It already looks drastically different than anything we've seen in the past 10 years. As far as adventure fans like myself and modern fans, this is why people are tired of seeing classic Sonic so much, as he stands for Sega specifically catering to critics and fully grown adults rather than his core audience for the last 8 years or so. We just want a Sonic game that feels like it's genuinely progressing the series again, like SA2 or Unleashed did. 2D Sonic does not need to be classic in order to be good, and Sega needs to realize that. The advanced titles, the Rush games, and even the modern half of Generations were all praised and got high scores. But don't get me wrong, I don't hate classic Sonic, and I don't mind him getting spin-offs as long as they stay away from the modern titles, and they don't slow down progress of said games with their own production. And I do think Sega is doing a really good job right now as far as handling Sonic. They would be doing perfectly if classic Sonic was not in 2017, honestly. I get the vibe that Sega is afraid of using modern Sonic, and if that's the case, play it safe and mix boosting with minimal 2D like Unleashed or Generations did. It's really not that hard. Again, as long as classic is being genuine Genesis era and is being side developed like Mania is, I'm fine with the character existing. But let's stop nostalgia pandering with the future of the series, where again, it tends to be moving forward instead of backwards. Hence why we are Sonic fans rather than Mario fans, which besides Mario's 3D games, he has done the same exact thing over and over. And that's perfectly fine for that series, especially since it works. But don't be a follower, as you never were one before Colors is my thing. We need that competitive edge, like when Super Mario Galaxy dropped. You had the grandest Mario experience yet. And then Sonic Unleashed, or as I prefer it, Sonic World Adventure, dropped the same year and gave us the grandest Sonic title to this date. Not saying classic is keeping it from happening, but him returning is making the game seem kinda desperate. And you never really get that vibe with Sonic games. You get confidence, even with the very ambitious Sonic Lost World. So I ask again, are these two Sonics the same to you guys? Seems like most of your stances are pretty mixed at the end of the day. These different eras of Sonic are all the same character for now if we assume Generations is canon, which we're still unsure about currently. But unless Project 2017 gives us a reason of classic Sonic returning again, whether it's Generations again with a actual solid plot or he's from an alternate universe, it's safe to say that all of these Sonics are the same person. I get that this classic rendition is not CD Sonic, he's too cute and not cool looking enough, but they are the same character. All you can do is hope that Classic is confirmed for his own character and has some sort of different universe right now. Same goes with Adventure Sonic and Modern Sonic. As an adventure fan, I can acknowledge that Sonic is designed to be flexible and do different things as a result. He's meant to be tough and gritty, or be lighthearted, be the Black Knight, or anything else Sega wishes. But they must give him good writing and keep his personality correct. I don't think we need Adventure Sonic, but perhaps his modern and more gritty side that he had in Unleashed and Black Knight. So we must not wait to see the future of Sonic, and perhaps they'll know the character's personality and keep the nostalgia pandering to a bare minimum in Project 2017. I only want the best for my favorite series, and I know you guys do too. We all have our own visions for success for the series. Respect that the character is able to change if necessary, and let's try to respect each other's wants for the series while expressing your own.